Welcome to the latest Orion Private Wealth Management newsletter. Since the last video update, the Australian Government has brought down the 2017-2018 federal budget. The budget this year is not highly contentious, and certainly not as contentious as have been the budgets in previous years. The budget is written with an understanding of the political realities the government currently is operating within, and as a consequence is not a traditional coalition government budget. Cleverly, it dislocates Labor attack by funding key Labor policies which were introduced during the Rudd and Gillard years in the areas of health and education, and does this by imposing a levy on the highly profitable banks. As a result of all this, I think the budget this year is likely to pass the Senate far more easily than previous budgets, and therefore gives much greater certainty to investors and companies. Some of the reforms of the budget that will be of particular interest to clients include the ability for older Australians to make a contribution into superannuation despite not meeting the work test when they sell their principal residence that they have lived in for greater than 10 years. Also, there have been some very significant changes to the deduction for investment properties, and I don't think this has been fully appreciated by the market as yet. These deductions will certainly shift the profitability of holding investment properties, and should, together with a number of other measures that have been introduced, have an effect of slowing down the rapid appreciation of housing and supporting the government's objective of housing affordability. Speaking about housing, the Victorian budget made some very key changes with regards to stamp duty exemption for investment properties when they're transferred between spouses. Victoria has one of the highest stamp duty rates in Australia, but has also had the most generous number of stamp duty exemptions, and this is slowly getting wound back. I see that this will impact a number of investors. Although the Labor government in Victoria has claimed that this is for tax avoidance reasons, that people change the ownership of property between spouses, the reality that I see is that it's for asset protection. This law comes into effect on 1 July. Certainly, if you feel that you would be impacted by this, I'd encourage you to make contact with either us or your accountant. The federal budget and also the Victorian state budget are complex. I have placed a number of resources on the website which can guide you through the various changes that have been announced. There are detailed analysis of the federal budget as well as brief summaries. So I encourage you to click on the links attached to this newsletter and have a look at those resources. Thank you very much, and I look forward to giving you another video update in a fortnight.